Now the moment we've all been waiting for.
I am Nate Riggle, and you are listening to The Way of the Bonfire. All right, we're back. I know, been a long time again, and I say that a lot. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, there have been several times, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is one of my forever projects. I will not stop doing this. I will not stop podcasting. It may change in form. It may change the way that I do it, but I'm going to always be out there doing this because of a lot of reasons. But today, I just want to give you an update. My big brother died. So took a little break. A lot of stuff has just been in this constant state of flux and change and discomfort, and things are new and evolving. That's basically this whole year. That's what it's been, as me saying, let's evolve. Let's look at the change and let it change us. Let it change me. I've gotten to go through the grief process recently again. Not that it's my first rodeo, but yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months. Lost my brother in October or late September. Had a funeral in October. Changed a bunch of stuff from a financial standpoint, from a work standpoint, from a family strategy, if you want to call it, standpoint. Yeah, a lot of things are changing. But I think because it's been such a year of crazy change, today I just want to start off with these 3 mantras that have been helping me so much because they're just simple and they kind of cut through all the noise and all the excuses and all of the things that could try to slow you down and could try to break your motivation, even if you feel justified in why things are difficult. I'm just going to share these with you. I hope they help. And we're going to probably do an episode on me sharing my lessons from grief and my experiences. I don't think I have it all figured out. I'm not an expert in that space, but I do see what's working for me. And I try to be super thoughtful about it and not mince my words on what I mean by it. So let's just get into these 3. So number 1 mantra on my desk, I have it written here. 1 is better than 0. Now these are probably all somebody else's quote, but the idea is that going from 0, from something that you haven't been doing, something that you want to be doing, but you just haven't been, you feel like it would be good for you to do this thing. You know what I hesitate to use the word should, but you know what's right for you and what's best for you to be doing and what's going to bring you the most joy, health, happiness, connection, growth, enjoyment that lasts and that's meaningful and that has an impact. You know what those activities are that you need to do. But going from not doing one of them and from thinking I'm behind, I should be doing all these things, I should be doing this many every day, I got to catch up, or I can't hit my goals today or this week or next, or the things just seem kind of out of reach, or it's not like something's missing. So what's the point? 1 is better than 0. And so if you're at 0, 1 is so far away from 0 compared to how far away 1 is from 2. Now that might look like 1 phone call that you need to make versus to make it all work, you need to be having 10 phone calls or walking or running 5 miles a day. How about 1 block versus the 0 that you do because you didn't feel like you could get the motivation or have the stamina or the time to go and do that 5 miles. So you did 0. Now from 1 block to 2 blocks to 1 mile to 2 miles, that is not that big of a gap. But from 0 distance at all or 0 calls at all to 1 call, 1 is infinitely better than 0 because that's the momentum. That's where it starts. And if you're okay to realize that 1 is really, really, really good compared to 0, you don't need to try to jump into the future and figure it all out, plan it all out. Just get that 1. You can have a plan, but make sure that your guiding principle is 1, and it'll take you further than setting yourself up for disappointment or having your eyes bigger than your stomach. That one's been helping me a ton. The second one is similar, but it's just win anyway. I've had a couple of challenges on this podcast where I say, do it anyway, do the thing you're trying to avoid, but win anyway. You can talk yourself in or out of it. You can talk yourself out of a lot of stuff, and you can tell yourself, oh, well, it's understandable. Like, I'm tired, or I'm not feeling like it. I'm not just not in the right mood. I've been through a lot lately. My resources are down. My debt's up. The playing field is disadvantaged in my favor right now. I'll just wait until things improve. I'll pay attention, and then at the right moment, I'll pounce and I'll be able to get back with that momentum. Or you can just say, I'm going to find a way to win anyway today. And whatever that win looks like it's kind of like the one is better than zero. Like, what's the one that you can win today? You might have 10 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 goal that's too big, or it's just not exciting to you. I mean, what if you just did one thing within that, get one win within that goal? It's really working. It's really helps me to keep perspective and just progress. I get to have progress, and I get to have a win, and I get to have joy every day because of that mantra, win anyway. And the last one, I think number 3 here is, it's just going to, maybe it unites the two. I just have the word confound written in the middle of my desk here. And confound, I just think that's a great word because there's so many explanations for things, and everything has been measured, and there's just opinions and perspectives and ideas and proof points and all these different things flying from every direction saying the probability of this working is very low, or the data doesn't support that, or the historical proof and consistency of this person, or even just the story you're telling yourself in your head, or the enemy's trying to tell you that it's going to be the same old thing. It's just more of you, like whether that's coming from inside or externally, you're feeling that pressure of like, it's just not this isn't going to work out. It's not proven out. Everybody says that this is not the way, right? But there's some spark, your bonfire, even if it's dwindled down, and you think, oh, that thing's going to go out, or I need to abandon this fire. It was just a flash in the pan. But something in you says, wait a minute, I still have a choice. I can do this regardless of what all the influences outside of me say. I can confound the data that's trying to predict what I'm going to do. I'm going to still do this, and I'm going to be unpredictable to myself, unpredictable to the haters, the naysayers, the doubters, the statistics, the probabilities, the momentum, the inertia. I have the power of choice, and that is confounding. So I'm going to confound expectations by just doing one thing, by winning anyway, by saying, I don't need it to make sense. I just need to do it. Go get 'em.